Stories in today's video. 1. Boyfriend, M38, super neurotic about corona, and at times guilt blames me, F28. 2. How can I, 35M, make my boyfriend, 35M, who I've been supporting for 10 years, understand he needs to be independent? 3. I, F23, think my best friend, F23, is more compatible with my boyfriend, M22. We have been together for a little over a year. We live in Northern Europe, and the corona situation over here is still worrying but not chaotic. We don't have lockdown or anything. My boyfriend, M38, is quite neurotic about coronavirus. He rarely leaves the house, except for good reasons, and is regularly washing his body and hands, in order to avoid infection. I've tried to show him support and cut down most of the unnecessary stuff I used to do. This summer, I didn't go to work, only partly because of corona, but still, I didn't go to gym, I didn't go to parties, except for one, I didn't go to bar, etc. Practically, I spent almost all of my days alone at home or with my boyfriend in his apartment. I've been forced to use the bus a bit because I don't own my own a car or a bike, and in order to visit my boyfriend I need to use SMTH type of vehicle, unless I have time for a 1-hour walk. He rarely visits me because he has a better place for hangouts. Also, I have skipped the meetings with my mom and sister for 5 years until I finally visited them this summer. I felt that my boyfriend wasn't happy about it, but he didn't get angry either. However, he keeps nagging me about little stuff. He doesn't like the fact that I use the bus and refuses to be close to me until I clean up myself properly after a bus drive. Sometimes he might even shout or make a nauseous face if I touch him with a dirty, toxic hand. If I say that I will have a walk with a friend, the only friend I visit anymore, I can see that he is not overtly happy about it. In the winter, he would even get mad for me for going outside in the first place. At the same time, he has his judo practices regularly twice a week with a group of 4 people who, according to him, have been traveling in the summer. He also took part in a family party that hosted around 10 people who came from various places in our country. According to him, these are calculated risks. But sometimes it seems that everything I do is sheer stupidity. What I can do in this situation? I know that my boyfriend is probably just scared, but I'm tired of being the scapegoat of this situation. TLDR, boyfriend is super neurotic about the coronavirus situation and is visible unhappy if I do SMTH outside of the apartment. He doesn't like my bus drives either, although it is almost necessary if I want to meet him, and will sometimes show his disgust if I touch him with dirty hands. Repost. Sorry, the age was a typo. I've 35M, been with my boyfriend, 35M, for 12 years. When I first met him he was a server at a restaurant. The last time he had a job was 10 years ago. For the last 10 years have been supporting us. Vacations, moving, food, bills, etc. If I want to do it I know it's up to me to make it happen because he lacks ambition. When I bring up to him that I can't do this anymore, that I want to build a life with someone not for someone, he makes me feel like the bad guy. I ask him, do you know why I'm frustrated? And his answer is, because I don't have money. Which makes it sound like I am just looking for a guy with money, but that's not the case. I'm looking for someone who's independent and I could plan a future with. Right now we live in the apartment I own. If I wanted a house and kids I'd be supporting them and him. I don't see a future. He tells me that in some relationships, when one partner makes more than the other, that the other partner contributes in other ways. The truth is, if I ask him to do anything he either forgets or I have to ask him multiple times. If he does do the task he does it very sloppy. If I say to him that I want to paint the apartment or share ideas with him about things I want to do, he takes no initiative to make it happen. What he does do is cook. I can cook too, but he usually does the cooking. We live in a city, but when we need a car he drives because I can't. I'm not really understanding why it's some foreign concept that I want him to be able to support himself. He's had years to do whatever he wanted. I've invested money for different CL*SSES for him. If he needed help, I was there. Imagine having all the free time you wanted for 10 years with no worries. Living in places like Manhattan, Los Angeles, etc. I've given him a lot of time and opportunities to do something. How do I deal with this? Because I tell him the problem and he just answers back with, "So you think I don't contribute in this relationship?" I say, "Yes," and then he says, "Okay," and just gives me a silent treatment. He's someone that will cry and call himself a loser and do all that stuff. TLDR, I've been financially supporting my boyfriend for 10 years and he cannot support himself and is not working towards any goals. We both found my current boyfriend attractive and he was our school crush since we didn't talk to him. He was just a cute CL*SS mate. I was put into a group project with him, which is how we started talking and eventually dating, and now we're in a relationship. My friend was supportive of it and even found it weird to gush over him with me anymore, which is understandable. I've realized how similar they both are and I sometimes think it would have been better if she dated him. He's my dream guy and we get along well. We have a lot of the same interests. They don't have as many similar interests, but their personalities are so similar. They're sarcastic and funny. They talk to people really easily. Their families and family dynamic are similar. Is it weird to feel like this? We haven't met each other's friends yet and I don't know if they would get along as much as I think. I do feel insecure that he could be more interested in her.